Hello, everyone. I'm Keegan Cunningham, and welcome back to the SNN podcast. Today, we will be discussing the newish FNAF movie, which released on October 27th. And I'm here with.
Emery Haase, I'm a journalism student.
Autum, I'm the editor-in-chief of the news website.
And I'm Carlson. I am a guest.
So, to open up, what were your guys' thoughts on the FNAF movie? What would you give it out of 10?
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10?
Josh Hutcherson was in the movie. That's all I'm going to say.
Michael-
And they got freaking Matthew Lillard.
Yeah.
The Stu Mockert, bro. He was.
Shaggy.
See, that's a shame that's literally like one of the main roles. Like that was everyone. That was what everyone was talking about. There was like, oh my gosh, it's Shaggy. It's Shaggy from Scooby Doo. He's playing the purple guy. That was.
Carlson, what about you? 10 out of 10?
My personal rating on it, just because I'm a big FNAF fan that likes the lore a lot, I'm just dropping it down to like a 7. It was a good movie still, but I don't know. I liked it kind of messed up like
The lore.
lore and stuff, and I'm one of those people. Yeah.
Matt Pat enthusiast.
Oh, yeah, we know you love Matt Pat.
I don't.
Yeah.
It's annoying.
You're the biggest Matt Pat supporter.
I know you're lying. You're the one who was just talking about him.
Emery, what about you?
I'm
Me
joking.
personally, I'd have to rate it 8. And I think, yeah, it was a really good movie, and it was entertaining to watch. Slow start a bit, but, like, knowing what I know about the games and stuff, it was kind of off-putting.
That's what I'm saying.
I
yeah.
feel like any first-time watcher would give it, like, a 9 or above, though. Because if you go into this knowing nothing about Five Nights at Freddy's, it's pretty entertaining to watch. But if you go into this knowing something about it, you'd be like, I don't know.
That's not right.
I mean, I think that was the point though, because I think Scott Cawthon was like one of the overseers, so he wanted to make this like its own movie and whatnot. So it's not like he didn't know what he was doing.
Yeah, you're not wrong on that. Scott knew what he was doing. He wanted it. I am not, of course, behind the scenes on the FNAF movie,
Absolutely.
but like, but he, I don't understand his changes. His viewpoint on making a movie that isn't for the fans of the game or the
Yeah, making it more publicly accessible rather than making it better.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
You risked making it like a good movie to make it for like
The masses.
the masses, for everyone who wanted to.
Yeah. I think out of 10, I would give it. I still think it's a very good movie. I enjoyed it, but as a film, I'd give it 6 out of 10 because I think comparing it to the source material, they really changing the whole Michael and William dynamic from no longer being father and son. I feel like severely hurts the film's story and how the story will be affected going forward. So that's just my personal thoughts on the movie.
And also, there are just some really off scenes in the
Yeah, like Foxy running, quote unquote.
I'm not gonna hold you though. That was like one of my favorite parts, with the high pitched scream or whatever. Also, were y'all talking about the Afton and Michael's
Yeah, the
relationship
Michael.
in the movie?
Yeah.
I didn't like how they changed it from the games because I feel like that severed a very vital connection that the game's lore
I
had.
thought they were. Oh wait, no, I guess they weren't.
Yeah, they're not related
in that.
anymore.
What was Vanessa? My question is, what was Vanessa's role?
Vanessa was just exposition the character.
Like really though, like don't nobody care
True.
about Vanessa. Respectfully, like
Yeah,
I mean she was gorgeous, but don't get me wrong. But like
Every single time I think of Vanessa, I think of that one clip where she's staring at
white
the,
woman jump
yeah,
scare.
where she's staring at the poster of like, I think it's like the drawing of like the little kids and the Afton. I can only just think of that clip.
I love
but-
how we just reference him to his Afton, not even his
The
name.
Purple
the-
guy.
one of the off scenes for me was kind of the big like turning point for me was when they had to build the fort.
I was
Oh my
just thinking that. I
God.
was just thinking that. Why in the living heck did Bonnie go put his hands up and go? That wasn't necessary. That wasn't
And
necessary.
he did like the Terminator thumbs up, like to show that he was okay.
You know what? You know what? You know what? My favorite part of the movie, though, I would have to say, was the cupcake thing. The cupcake robot. He was the only vicious person in that whole.
He was the only
thing.
one who got a kill
Have you
count.
seen-
No,
Listen,
he did.
he
He
was-
wasn't the only one that got.
Well, he got
Well,
most
he
of
wasn't
it.
the only
got
one.
most of
I
the
was about to
kill
say he launched somebody's face. Bro was eating this man's face alive. And then when that one girl died from getting her body chomped off, I was like, oh, okay.
Have
Yeah.
you seen the models of the victims of the cupcake? They are hilariously atrocious.
I haven't. I
Mm,
haven't.
Like the aftermath of the face being eaten.
Yes.
Pretty cool though. Like
Yeah,
I like.
Here, I can pull this up.
It's
real
also kind of another part I would say was when Bonnie and Chica were staring into the camera. Honestly, I had that as my wallpaper for like a good couple of weeks. I'm not gonna hold you. That was
Really?
Oh yeah, and she's
that was fun. It was funny.
with her holding the cupcake, right?
No. When they weren't holding the cupcake, they were just like standing.
Oh yeah, posted up.
Mm.
Yeah.
I
Like, come outside. We ain't gonna jump you.
I also like the fact that some of this, like all of them except for Foxy, were actual animatronics. Because if
I
you
thought Foxy was an animatronic.
oh no, yeah, I said that backwards. Foxy was the only animatronic out of all of the others, because I remember all of the other ones were bodysuits that had to be able to move around so they can do stupid things.
Oh.
Wait a minute, because that does sound like the.
Yeah, it does sound like the
True.
lore. It does sound like the lore. But yeah, I would have been interested to see more of Foxy though. Like,
You know, I like the humming because I was sitting in the movie theater
dum,
whenever
dum, dum.
watching. Yeah, I was when that happened. I was like, oh,
It's the
whoa,
thing,
They had the thing. They had the thing. Tell me why there was not enough jump scares at the door.
Okay, that's what I want to say. A lot of people don't like jump scares in horror movies, and I agree to that mostly. But if there's gonna be one film where jump scares are acceptable, it's gonna be based off the video game franchise
Dang.
about jump scares.
That's sick. That is so cool.
we were just
Wow.
shown a picture of what the models.
Also, don't take that out of context. I was just joking. For legal reasons, that was a joke. It was cool. Yeah.
We were.
I mean, it's good effects.
yeah.
nothing wrong
It
with
was. It was a picture of the models and like how
It's
the
great
cupcake-
makeup.
Yeah. how
after the cupcake ate the guy's face.
I think
Uh,
some things were really funny though. They
Feels
like
right.
they
It was
try
funnier than I expected. I'll say that.
they try to make things like serious, and it just ended up funny. Like
With
when the
Abby.
girl trying to climb into Freddy's mouth, and then it just slams closed, and her bottom half just drops to the floor.
Like when you eat a Cheeto or something, you know.
No, there goes the rest.
Oh, no, you know what? Or if you eat you know those goldfish crackers.
Yeah.
Well, goldfish like where you bite the. I don't know if nobody else does this, but I usually like bite the fish part
I
off.
think that's
like,
a-
the little-
I think that's a you thing.
That's a me thing. Yeah.
My favorite part of the film was easily the special effects. The animatronics looked amazing, and it's kind of crazy that the film had as low of a budget as it did.
Is that low budget? Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? I can't stand though. Is
What?
When Rotten Tomatoes, like, don't nobody care about you and your opinion, respectfully. Like, come on now.
Yeah, Rotten Tomatoes is very unreliable. Anything with Disney's name immediately gets a 70 or above, but something that's really good but made from by a smaller studio can get stuff
Indie
like a 40.
projects.
Yeah.
I mean, Blumhouse did make some pretty good.
No, they made
No.
big stuff.
Dude, I was about to say.
They made Get Out.
They did make Get Out, but they also made what's that stupid?
Megan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Megan was. I watched that over the summer because my cousins, they like really loved that movie for some reason. And I sat there and watched it, and in my brain, I'm like, what is this discount girl version of Chucky?
Yeah, that's what it sounded like to me.
Like, what is this? Why is she breakdancing when she's having a knife in her hand? Just get to the point. Just get to the good. But thank you.
I haven't watched any of Blumhouse's other movies since. Not a huge horror movie fan, but FNAF movie, I will admit,
I
it did
wasn't
not
a
seem like a
fan, though.
it did not seem like a horror movie.
It did not seem.
That
I don't.
was- That was like a thriller comedy. Like. That's
Yeah, there wasn't really anything particularly that scary about it.
There was some little Easter eggs. I don't know if people noticed in the movie. Like
Oh, I'm sure.
Balloon Boy.
Rory Kenshin.
Oh yeah, Balloon Boy was kind of one of the big ones that they pointed out. Like what, twice or three times?
Probably. It was funny when he kept turning around the thing.
What I was mentioning though was that when Mike was picking up Abby from the school,
Mm-hmm.
in the one of the background shots, it showed like the classroom, and
Yeah.
they had a whiteboard and whatever. And on the whiteboard, it had not names. It like had like words or whatever that kind of referenced different things in the franchise. Like there was bunny, there was fox, there was chicken, there was bear, there was a bunch of different other names and stuff. I love debunking movies.
You know what? The one question that I do have about the movie though is the spring lock scene. That was listen. After watching the movie, my friends and I, we were just making fun of just that scene in particular because we're weirdos, and that was just. It was
Like, you
funny how arrogant he was at the end too. He was just like I think, if I'm not mistaken, his like last words were "I always come back," which
I
is,
always come back.
that was
Yep.
so sick. But the way he said it was
Yeah.
it is such a sorry. I don't even want to.
I always come back.
He's like, I always come back. Like,
Well, I mean, to be honest with you, in the scene, he was dying. Or
yeah, but like, come on now. I personally think that they should have had the screams of agony. That would have been.
Yeah, I was
cool.
kind of disappointed by the whole spring lock sequence because in the games it was so visceral and horrifying, and even though it's
I
a
don't think it was
PG-13
horrifying. That
movie,
joke was amusing.
it
well,
was-
in the
it was kinda-
games, the way it was presented was objectively more horrifying than it was in the movie.
Absolutely.
I think that's a real difference between the movie and the games, but I really found it funny how the Springlock suit was like a power suit.
Dude was just
He was tanking gunshots.
basically.
like,
But
dude kept jolting.
another thing that I found stupid about that specific scene, he put on the head.
That's what I was gonna say.
Because he was getting ready for his.
Hibernation.
You know they're making another one.
Yeah, they're
making
making
a
Yeah.
second
it's,
one.
it's
and
a
I can't-
trilogy.
I know. A trilogy?
It's gonna be a trilogy.
I can't wait to watch that. That's gonna be.
Oh,
They're gonna make a whole franchise. No.
They can go up to 5 films apparently. Well,
They
if
could?
the next two go well, that is.
No, they should
That
not.
means they could do sister
that.
location, security breach.
I don't wanna
I
see that.
like how
That means the girl's gonna die. Either the girl or Vanessa. Cause
Vanessa.
Hopefully
Yeah.
Vanessa. I don't like her.
Oh.
Abby, I think her name was. She was an
Yeah.
icon though. That was like one of my favorite characters. Her girl was
Yeah.
just living her own world. This guy's like sitting up here dying in the corner. She's just like, drawing, She doing her thing for real.
I was iffy on the fact that they added the Living Tombstone song at the end of the movie.
I think that was hilarious.
I sat in shock for like a good second. I'm like, there's no way. I thought this was a joke. You know, the one thing that was like absolutely insane to me though
What?
was when I would like see like the memes, because that's just one thing that I like about, you know, when it comes to this whole thing in general, like the memes for any movie. The FNAF memes are golden.
Oh,
I came into the movie thinking that this was gonna be like mad corny, because all I kept seeing was on
All right, Freddy gang. All right,
like
Baz gang.
no, bro. They were- yeah, they said, all right, Faz gang, let's get this guy. I'm like,
Let's
oh,
bring this trap.
yeah, let's bring this strap, dude. Those are so lame.
But the thing about those memes is that it lowered our expectations so low that that anything would have been better than hearing Freddy say, "Let's bring this trap."
Yeah, I'll say I was quite surprised with the cameos in this movie. What'd you guys think of the Matt Pat cameo?
That was
I liked it.
It was
so
awesome.
Annoying.
He could have had a bigger role.
Huh?
He could have had a bigger role.
He
Unironically,
should have. You know what? You know how like once again, sorry, but like Scream. Where have you ever seen Dead Meat? Listen, have you ever seen Dead Meat? It's a podcast, and also it's like a kill count thing. It's a kill count thing.
Oh, okay.
And then their channel had like a really big little, a little cameo in there where the character was like watching the movies or whatever.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
really feel like Matt Pat could have been
Oh, something like that.
a sort of like, or even a therapist for Mike. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
that would have been a
Like,
good role.
You'd be like, going back to the lore of things or something like that. Like
That's cheesy.
It is,
Yeah.
but
Going
I
back
mean,
to the
but-
lore of
Hey,
talking about
things.
some-
it's better than Vanessa showing up and giving 20 minutes of exposition.
Dude, it's better
Yeah.
than him talking about some. Did you know that breakfast was the most important meal of the day?
It was lunch.
But okay, whatever. Lunch was the most important meal of the day. I thought it was breakfast. That's what they say, but it's just a theory.
You want to know one thing that really did upset me though?
Mm.
There was a lack of a cameo of someone who's very important.
Markiplier.
Liar.
Well,
Where
mind
was
you,
he?
Oh.
Markiplier was working on his own movie that he's.
Iron
Yeah, Iron Lung. Ooh, we have to do a review of that one that comes out.
Yeah, I've actually got a feeling that one's going to be pretty good. I trust Markiplier with that.
Yeah,
I
but
heard it's the movie with the record amount of human blood in it.
I mean, it's got to be. It's literally an ocean of blood.
Like actually, like he
Yes,
read- oh.
actually.
And-
Oh man, I love blood.
Okay.
We're going to be wrapping things up here, guys, because we are sadly running out of time. But overall, we all enjoyed the movie and are excited to see where the franchise is going out from here. I was Keegan,
I'm Emery.
Carlson getting.
And Autumn.
and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.